Hi, Alex here from Rebeloper.com and welcome back to the series on Cloud Firestore. Now, in this episode, we are going to update our data. So let's jump right into the code. Okay, now in the previous episodes, we have learned how to add data to our database, and we could merge some data, like we could have our city data named to Los Angeles New, and then we would set the data with the merge flag of true, but well, that is kind of cumbersome and it's not the way we should do it. So today we are going to talk about updating our data. And I have gone ahead and created a new button here, an update button. It's just a simple purple button with the title of update, and it has this update button tab selector on it. And if we build and run our simulator, we would see that I have constrained it to the bottom of our add button here. So first off, we are going to update some fields of a document without overwriting the entire document. We will use the update method. Okay, let's just wait for the simulator to start off, and as you can see here we have our update button. Great. Now again, I advise you to go ahead and take a look at the documentation, and we left off here where we can update our document, and we are going to implement this. Basically, we are going to create a reference and we are going to update that data. Now let's go to our database, and as you can see we are already in the cities collection and we have a document named LA, and I want to update this name label to Los Angeles, let's say update it or something like that. So let's go ahead and type in some code. So first of all, we want to get our reference, and let reference equals to, and let's use our Firestore reference manager, and we will get our reference for our a collection for the cities. So we want to get the root and then collection, and it is, I believe, Firebase keys. Yes, it is Firebase keys dot collection path dot cities. There we go. So we grabbed our reference for the cities, and if you don't know what this root means, go ahead and take a look at the previous episodes where I guide you through the development and the production branch of the database. So yeah, go ahead and take a look at that. So now that we have our cities collection, we just want to append here with a dot document, and the document name is LA. Okay, and let me make this a little bit nicer with these new lines. Okay, so now let's grab our reference and update, and as you can see here we have our update data fields, and I will use the one with the completion as always, because I want to see what really happens here. And I will add in here the data, and let me just be sure that it is called a name, and let's see, let's add in a new name here. So it will be name and Los Angeles updated. So let's take a look at the completion handler. As usual, if there is an error, we get back that error, and let's handle it by simply copy and pasting all of this handling. Okay, we are basically printing out the errors, localized description if there is any error. So successfully updated data. Okay, there we go. So that should take care of that, and I will build and run this so we can tap on that update button and maybe just go here and see how this lights up into red. So let's click on update and we should see that there it is, Los Angeles updated. And that is the basic form of how we can do that. Now let's take a look at what the documentation says on further updating methods. And I believe we are going to talk about nested items. Yes, there is update fields in nested objects, and we can use the dot notation here. And here is our example. Let's say we have a user called Frank, and it has favorites, and it has a dictionary like so, and it has a food called pizza, color is blue, and subject is recess. Okay, and it has some age value too. But we are interested in this line, so let's just update our add data so we can add some favorites for, let's say, this LA here. So we are going to go all the way up where we declare this LA. Let's see where it is. There it is. So we add a name, a state, and a country. So let's add in these favorites, and maybe I won't change this. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. Let's copy this out and let's go back to our Xcode here, and let's add in here a new value. Let's see here. There we go. So here we have our favorites. So what we want to do first is go ahead and build and run and add this new value, and you will see that Los Angeles will be updated. And then because we already have this merge value, we will update it to Los Angeles new. So let's do that now, and let's take a look at the database in the meantime. So there we go. Let's go to the simulator. First of all, let's add this new data. And as you can see here, we have our favorites, and the name has been updated to Los Angeles new. Okay, and for the last time, let's check for this update method. There we go. Now what we want to do instead of, or rather yet besides this update, we are going to change the, let's say, the favorite color of LA. Okay, and let's go here. And as the example says, it is pretty straightforward. Let me just show you how the example goes. We are going to grab the document, and we are going to simply update the data with a dictionary that we want to update. So here we update our age. That is pretty simple because, yeah, that is how we did that with the name. But here we use for the favorites a dot notation with dot color. Okay, so that is what we are going to do here. And yeah, maybe let's just copy this out and show you inside Xcode with the same function. Okay, let's just scroll all the way down. There we go. And let us just add in here a new value, and it will be favorites dot color, and let's change it to red. Okay, and I will copy this here so it makes sense that it is the same old. Okay, so now let's go to our database and let's see how all of this works out. So first of all, we are going to add some data. So we are going to refresh everything here, and we have also refreshed the name because we have merged it with the set data function. Now with update, we are going to update the name to Los Angeles updated, and we are going to update the favorites dot color to red. So let's see that in action. Update. There we go. It has been updated. Awesome. Now, what else do we need to learn about update? Because yeah, basically that is the way you can do that. And let's scroll a little bit down in the documentation. Now, you can also add a server timestamp, and that is very, very simple to do so. So let me just go into Xcode. We are going to use the field value, and let's add this here too. So let's see now. There we go. Here we have our, let's say, updated earth. Updated earth. And we will use our server timestamp, and I believe we need to import here Firestore. So let's import Firestore, Firebase Firestore to have that, and let's just scroll all the way down where we can find this one. Okay, server time. Let's just add in here command B so we can get that server time stamp. Let's just delete this, and let's just copy and paste and see how that looks. So, oh, it is field value. Okay, let me just type that in. I was just a little bit confused here. So field value and server timestamp, and let's see if I really needed to add that Firebase Firestore here. Most probably not, because yeah, there it is. We have that server timestamp. Okay, now let's do the same thing all over again. Let's just change to our database and to our simulator. Let's add this data so we can have this set up. Let's update this data, and there we go. We have an updated earth. And yeah, let's just do another add, and as you can see, it has been deleted. Now that is the caveat of a set data. We are not going to merge anything here, so yeah, let's update it again, and there we go. Now let me just rerun this, but let's update this to green. Okay, and I will build and run this again. And let me just show you the database and the simulator. And now this updated earth will be, of course, updated with the current date. So let's click on update. And green has been added here, and the updated earth. Now this is important because maybe you want to query your database according to the latest, let's say, news or something like that. So this is a very, very good way to use the server timestamp of our field value. And let's just use our last updated update data function, and that is to update elements in an array. Now we can use array union and array remove, and we are going to just add in here these regions. Let's say I will just copy this out, and we have to use, of course, update data. Now let me just see if this will work if we don't have already an array. If not, then we will create one. So let me experiment with this one. Okay, regions and field value. Okay, let's see, I believe I have to add in here a parenthesis. There we go. So let's build and run, and now we should have this region added. Okay, let's see if that actually works. Okay, let's see, where is my browser and our simulator. So let's update now, and indeed it did add our region. And another thing that we can do is delete it. So let's see how that works. It's basically remove array, and I will just copy this one because it removes everything from that array. So there we go, array union, we will have array remove. And yeah, let's build and run again for the last time in this video, and let's see how that works out. Okay, and hopefully we will get rid of this greater Virginia. So let's update, and this should be removed. There we go. And yeah, it removes only the elements. Okay, and as you saw, the updated ad has been changed. How nice of that. Okay, now That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed how to update your data. In the next one, we are going to talk about counters, like counters or following counters or followers counters. So go ahead, and if you do want to check that out, and if you did like this video, hit the notification bell. And if you want to see more of these awesome videos, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And of course, don't forget to like this video because it was so awesome. I hope so. And as usual, I will see you in the next one.